This is Let's Get Out the Hood with Mr. Mark and Toxie.
Time to break free, let's get out the hood.
All right, welcome back to Let's Get Out the Hood. Hey, Toxie.
Hey, welcome back. This is episode 4. I think after, 10, we can stop saying that? Maybe. Okay.
Yeah. But our mics sound a lot different, I think.
Yep, and better.
Hopefully.
We finally got some things together. Yep.
Yes,
Me and Marcus had to fight a little bit.
Just a little.
Because he didn't want to drop those first 2 episodes since they weren't perfect.
That's correct.
And
anyone that knows me knows how I am.
And I get it. But for me, I override that sometimes with this thing called logic. And the only way to improve is to start in the first place. Right?
I got it. Well, they're out there. Bad audio and all, but hopefully going forward, it's fixed.
Yes, 100%.
Yes. All right, so today we're going to be talking about something simple, but not simple at all, right? And just the prompt, and we'll get into it a little bit deeper later, but can men and women really just be friends?
Just be friends.
Okay, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. But Toxie, what's been up with you?
Oh, man, last week I DJ'd my first week on sort of a full schedule. Thursday through Saturday, I was DJing till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
At this big age. And I can tell you right now, I am tired.
I bet you are.
I don't know how people do it. But on the bright side, though, low key, humble brag, I think I'm kind of becoming Dallas Hottest new DJ because, I'm already turning down jobs because I already committed. So like once I commit to something, to somebody, even if somebody comes along with better money, I'm going to usually give them the first right to refusal.
Okay.
And at least give them some time to for it to work out, basically.
That's very nice of you.
So now my 3 gigs are set and they're not going anywhere for the time being.
Okay.
But, please feel free to pull up. I am a different DJ from any DJ you've ever watched. I promise you. I'm not going to give away the secret sauce, but there's a reason why.
The secret sauce.
But there's a reason why I'm booked and busy out the gate.
Okay. That's cool. So 3 days a week, booked and busy.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And so, being out there outside more, I get to observe people a little more. And that kind of is what, sort of sparked the topic. We were having a conversation about this. And the more outside I am, the more I realize a lot of people say they're friends, but sometimes that energy doesn't necessarily, match that, when they're outside and things that are going on outside start happening and we start feeling the outside.
Okay.
But before we dive off into that, sir, just to give our people a chance to get to know us a little better, let's do top 3 favorite movies. So what are your top 3 favorite movies?
Damn. This is hard. Okay. Top 3. So a movie that I watch probably twice a week, and I have watched probably twice a week for the last 10 years, probably. I know it's crazy. It would be Death Becomes Her.
I do not.
That is one of my favorite all-time movies.
Or heard of that movie. Can you tell me about that?
So pretty much it's about it's a movie where it's like a Mean Girl movie. Like it's these 2 women, and one of the women, she always has like stolen the other lady's man or whatever. So in this particular situation, she ends up stealing this lady's fiance, marrying him. He just happens to be a filthy rich plastic surgeon. But in his older age, he has started to, maybe he's not a plastic surgeon, maybe he's just a doctor. No, he's a plastic surgeon. And in his older age, he has he's starting to like lose his ability to do these surgeries or whatever. But she struggles with getting older because she is also an actress. Okay, so she struggles with getting older. So she finds like this magic pill. I feel like I'm just telling you the whole story. It's a complex story.
Is there anybody in the movie that we know?
Yes. Oh my gosh. And I've had a couple of drinks. The lady from one of my favorite actresses. blonde hair. She's in Devil Wears Prada, which is also my other favorite movie.
I'm about to name. Okay, don't cancel me. Let's try a few. Alicia Silverstone. Okay, no. Reese Witherspoon.
Man.
Okay, no.
Why can I not think of this lady's name? Oh my gosh, she has blonde hair.
I'm almost out of them. Kirsten Dunst.
No, please stop. Please stop.
Let's keep going. Who else I got in my quiver of random blonde actresses? Oh my god.
But it's Meryl Streep. Oh my gosh. Meryl Streep.
Okay.
Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt is in The Devil Wears Prada.
Okay, love it.
Okay, but in Death Becomes Her, it is Meryl Streep and oh my gosh.
Just so y'all know, Emily Hathaway can. Not Emily Hathaway, Anne Hathaway. Is that what you meant?
Goldie Hawn and Bruce Willis.
But
oh my gosh.
You said Emily Hathaway wasn't Anne Hathaway?
It's Anne Hathaway.
I thought you said Emily Hathaway. No, you said Emily Blunt, Anne Hathaway. My bad.
Yeah.
But I was just going to say Anne Hathaway can do no wrong. There's a clip circulated from a movie that I haven't seen where she's rapping a Tupac song and she has to say the N-word for that part.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but she was rapping the lyrics.
Okay, all right.
Anne Hathaway can do no wrong.
All right, so Death Becomes Her, Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, Bruce Willis. It is a excellent.
How have I never heard of this movie?
This movie is so old, 1992.
So is Bruce Willis the surgeon in the movie?
Yes, he is the surgeon. He is the guy, like the number one guy in this movie. Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, they end up finding this doctor that has this cure where you never get old. But the caveat to this is like you never get old, but you see everyone else around you die. Like if at the end of the movie, like they both fall down these stairs, but they're still alive because they can't die and they never get old. So it's a good movie. Ty and I actually went to Chicago to see the musical last year or the year before with Michelle Williams. She was in
Shout out to Michelle Williams.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, back to the original question.
Number two
is Devil Wears Prada. Number 3 would be I have 4. Can I do 4?
Absolutely.
Number 3 would definitely be The Color Purple. And really I would say The Color Purple is like number 2. Devil Wears Prada, number 3, and then the last one is Beaches.
I've never heard of Beaches either.
Yep, Beaches.
Who's in Beaches?
Let me tell you. Bette Midler, Barbara Hershey, Marcy Leeds. So Bette Midler. That's also another one of my favorites.
I'm also not going to pretend like I know who any of those people are either. Just so y'all know.
You don't know who Bette Midler is?
Sounds familiar. The name sounds really familiar, but I can't say that I do.
All right, got it. What about you?
All right, so I'm due 4 as well, since you did 4. So first and foremost.
Okay.
Coming to America.
Okay.
That movie was made the year I was born, but that movie has been a constant throughout my life. I probably know every word.
Are you for real? You know every word to Come Into America?
Like damn near. Okay. Because the thing about that movie is it wasn't just funny. It was brilliant in the way it was executed.
Okay.
Like there were no misses in that movie.
Did you like the new Coming to America?
So I liked it for what it was.
Okay.
Which it was never going to be the first one. It's impossible. Like literally, it was impossible. But I appreciated the fact that they played homage to so much of the first one, and I think
absolutely.
Think about it like this: all the people who hated the second one, think about it like this: the second one was just a celebration of the first one.
Okay,
that's all
fair.
it was.
That's fair.
So shout out to them. Just don't do a third. Be good. All right, number 2, Enemy of the State. Please tell me you've seen that. Will Smith,
I have seen it.
Gene Hackman.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it. I do not remember.
What's her name? Brenda from 227. Come on, what's her name? I see her face right now in front of mine. What is her name?
I don't know.
You remember 227?
I do remember 227.
Regina King. Regina King. Yep. Okay. Also the voice of the boys in the Boondocks as well.
Okay. Yep.
Brilliant, talented actress, director, writer, like you name it. Like she does not get enough love and credit for all the things that she's able to do. But she played the hell out of the wife in that movie. Great movie, especially in the times you're living in now. I think people should go back and watch that movie because things have only gotten more sophisticated. All right, so my third on the list, though, Brown Sugar.
Yeah, you said I've seen these movies, but it's been forever.
Brown Sugar's another one of those movies
Okay.
where like I probably know way too much of that movie.
Okay.
You got to go back and watch it. We got to have a movie night or something because that movie is again brilliantly executed.
Okay.
The movie is a song basically. Like it's a song essentially.
Okay.
And you know how in music there are metaphors.
Sure.
The entire movie is a metaphor and everything about them. Like it's brilliant work done. Shout out to Tay Diggs and Sanaa Lathan, Queen Latifah, Common.
Okay.
Boris Kojo was actually in that movie as well.
Okay, yeah, I do remember this movie. They had
Mos Def,
all these people in it.
One of my favorite rappers, Mos Def, was in that thing, doing his acting thing as well. And then there was a bunch of random cameos, some other just prominent figures throughout hip hop, Jermaine Dupri, so on and so forth. Okay. And then the last one, Four Brothers. Do you know that one? Tyrese.
I went to the movie theater to see it.
Mark Wahlberg using N-word. And then I can't remember his name, but he's on Tulsa King now as well. He played the young brother when they kept calling him Ferry. Again, another brilliant movie, brilliantly executed. I believe John Singleton is the director of that movie. Yeah, perfect work. But that is, who we are. Just let y'all know a little bit about us. We'll try to do more of that as things go on.
Wait a minute, you don't have a fourth?
That was my fourth. So I gave you Coming to America, Enemy of the State, Brown Sugar, and Four Brothers.
Okay, all right, cool.
All movies I can watch on repeat. On repeat.
Okay, got it.
No problem whatsoever. But we'll do more of that so that way we can start to trust y'all a little more as y'all get to know us, and maybe we'll start telling y'all some more stuff. But we'll see how that works out.
All right. What are we gonna jump into now?
We're gonna jump right into it.
All right. So again, do you think men and women can actually be just friends, or is there always something under the surface?
So are you actually asking me?
Yeah, let me just repeat that again.
Okay.
So do you think men and women can actually be just friends, or is there always something under the surface?
So I think, and I know for a fact, that men and women can 100% just be friends without anything under the surface. Like there are some circumstances where that happens, but that's because I feel like a lot of times people feel like they have to. Right? Mm-hmm. Like men feel like this pressure of if I'm around this woman who isn't ugly, right? And we're close and we have any sort of intimacy, it has to be like sexual intimacy. It can't just be like a friendly or a nurturing type of intimacy. And I think that is one of the weirdest lies that we've been told our entire lives. Because you have a lot of men out here would actually be better men because they didn't necessarily get that intimacy from their mother if they had friends around them who could also, could give them that in different ways without it turning into like this weird, sexual situation. So just to, pull a few out the hat real quick. So again, I live with one of my best friends. We lived together for, I want to say 2 years, right? Okay. Female, again, she's, beautiful, all the stuff, right? And very attractive, right? And there was no point in time where we were sitting at home watching TV on the sofa and I'm just reaching over like, hey, how's it going? Or like she'll get drunk and there's never any of those moments where, because again, like that's my friend. And it's my job as a friend to take care of her the same way I would take care of any friend. Okay. If that makes any sense. But, we'll get deeper into that though.
So I think that we're talking about heterosexual relationships. So my next question is going to be, who do you think has a problem with this? Do you think it is more so like women in the relationship that are like, hey, I don't think things are right with you and this girl over here? Or do you think it's also the roles are reversed where guys are like, hey, that relationship that you have with your brother, it just doesn't seem right. Like, who do you think?
So I think that to truly deconstruct that, we just have to really start with the mindset in the beginning, right? Okay. So before you even start talking about, you have, this person and that person in a relationship and they have an issue with this friend, we have to address just the mindset that we have in society that, again, men and women, if they're going to coexist, even in the workplace, as we've started seeing more and more
Sure.
coming to light about the way that those relationships, take place, there has to be some sort of, like sexual tension, energy thing. And it doesn't have to be that way. Like, that's a choice. Like, you can choose, to be like, okay, I'm gonna be professional right here. Like, I may see something, ooh, right? But I don't have to necessarily act on it. You can acknowledge something. Like, every time you see some food, you don't just walk and snatch it up off somebody's plate, do you?
I mean, some people do.
Okay, some people do. All right, and those people are special cases.
Listen, I was with somebody the other night, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this, and I don't care. But they sat up there and they ate some chicken wings off of someone else's plate while the person was over there doing whatever they were doing. And I said, "You just gonna eat those chicken wings like that?" And they said, "Yes."
Wow.
And they ate those chicken wings.
That is unhinged. That is unhinged behavior. FYI. But again, I always just want to challenge these thoughts. Like, these are things that people, I don't know if you ever watched Game of Thrones, which I doubt you did, because you are
absolutely not.
Listen, don't judge him, but
absolutely not.
We gonna pray for Mark Shaw. But there's this part of Game of Thrones where they're telling her all of these, kind of like old wives' tales, we'll call them that, right?
Okay.
And then at the end of it, one of the girls would go, "It is known," and then the other girl will repeat after her, "It is known," right?
Okay.
So I feel like I could say men and women can't be friends without having sex or having interest in sex, and then I could say it is known, and everybody, for the majority, would be like, "It is known," and that's craziness. Because why?
Okay.
Because before we're men and women, we're humans, right?
Sure, absolutely.
And so there's value. There are a lot of women in my life, particularly, that have value to bring to me, right? And their vagina is the least of the value that they have to bring into my life.
Okay.
Right. And it's just the fact that we feel like we got to focus on that. Like, why are we so just black and white?
Okay.
It's craziness, madness. So yes, it's possible. It's rare. I think it's becoming more regular, I think maybe.
Okay.
But I do think that anybody who's listening to this who says absolutely not, you need to have a conversation with that little boy, little girl inside and figure out why you think.
Come on, Dr. Toxie.
Because it just doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Because, for example, I know plenty of, gay men like yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have gay male friends who you've never done coital relationships with, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So again, it's because y'all are two humans having human interactions, and 99% of the humans you meet, you're not having sex with.
Sure.
So fix it. Really fix it. Think about it, inside, because I feel like you're missing out on a lot of good friendships. And I think the whole narrative that we've been hearing about, Black women not feeling protected, I think it is a lot of them just because unless it's their man, most of them don't feel like there's another Black man that they're just safe around like that, where it's not like getting gonna turn into something.
Okay.
And let's talk about those situations, and I'll put this to you, right? So what about those times where there's a misunderstanding, right? Do you think that those misunderstandings can just be cleared up and y'all can move on as friends? Or do you think those misunderstandings have to just end the friendship?
What do you mean by misunderstanding?
So if, let's just say, one person starts developing feelings and those feelings in that way aren't reciprocated, how does that get handled? How should you handle that?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever been in that situation. But for me, if I was the person probably that just thought this was like an organic friendship and we're just friends, like you're my whoever, my brother, my sister, whatever, I don't know. I would probably put it out there like, hey, my feelings are not the same. And at least give them the opportunity to be like, I understand your feelings are not the same. I'm not going to press it anymore. But if they were like, hey, I'm going to continue to press this, then we probably would just have to be like, all right, I'm done.
But see, you have some people, though, who would just cut that person off completely, whether it's the person getting rejected doing the cutting off or the other person. So I think if you're the person that makes the forward advance, right, and that advance gets rejected with kindness, hopefully, because again, hopefully the baseline is the friendship, right?
Sure.
And you are immediately like, I can't just be friends with this person anymore. That tells me that you had something else going on the entire time anyway, right?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, there are friendships that turn in that direction.
Yeah.
But it's both people Whether one person starts first, other one person starts second, whatever, that happens that way. But my point is, there are a lot of them that don't. And again, I have plenty of female friends that I have never, would never, and will never. Yeah. Right. And again, because I've been on the other side of like, nah, like, I'm good. Like, that's not what we're doing.
Okay.
And
did you remain friends, or?
Yeah, 100%. Because
it never came up again.
Well, because a lot of times what happens is like you go out, for example, right, and everybody go out and shit happens, whatever. Some people can't hold their liquor the same as everybody else, right? Sure. And so if you're a person of integrity, you can shut that shit down, and then if y'all talk about it the next day, y'all talk about it the next day. But it doesn't have to be like this thing that y'all relive over and over and over again, right? Yeah. And then you make a decision: are we going to be friends still, or are we going to not be friends? And once that decision is made, you're good. Because again, like that situation that was 15 years ago, and it's never come up again. Okay. Nothing like it has ever come up again. But I think in a way, though, that strengthened our friendship because that she truly knew that she was actually safe around me, and that it wasn't some BS. Like, I'm gonna look out for her even when it's to my advantage to not to, right? You know what I'm saying? Because again, this is, this friend, if y'all want to rate on a scale of 1 to 10, like a good 9.5, right? Okay. Good 9.5. But that is my friend. Okay. And I also understand that she's not the only 9.5 in the world. I married one. But my point is that that's just saying.
Wait a minute, you married your 9.5? Why she not a 10?
Here's the thing, though, right?
Damn.
I'm first of all,
I was gonna ask. You shouldn't even say it if you didn't.
And I probably should edit this out. But listen, she is a 10. But my point is that I just don't like to hand out 10s.
Well, you should only have 1 10 to hand out.
Okay, so all right, let me rephrase that. Then I married my 10.
There you go.
Boom, done.
Even though 5 seconds ago she was 9.5, but I agree, she is a 10.
Just because I deleted 10 from the lexicon a long time ago.
Got you. Okay. Good comeback. All right, let's move on. Shall we move on?
Yes.
All right, what do you want to talk about next? I think no news is good news. I don't know. I really don't know what this is about, but we can talk about it.
We're actually not going to edit this out, but Marcus, how are we doing on time?
Oh, we're at 28 minutes.
Ooh, okay. So we're actually going to end up slightly shorter than normal, but it is what it is. So, you don't know about this, but I know you know these people. So
I know
who Sean is. So yeah, I think he went to jail for Puff Daddy for either shooting or stabbing somebody.
Okay. Yes.
J-Lo was there. That situation. Okay. He's from Barbados. I believe he was their president, whatever you want to call it, for a little bit after he stopped rapping. He was basically the Bad Boys Biggie after Biggie. Right. Okay. In terms of just being like that type of rapper, like being a rapping ass rapper. Right. Okay. You know who Mace is?
Yeah. The singer or the?
Oh my God, no, Mace. Like Mace. Like he was a pastor for a little bit. He was, in my opinion.
Oh, the singer. There was like
he was never a singer.
With Diddy when they had the little group.
No, he was never a singer.
He was a rapper.
Oh my God, yes, he was. Mace used to be busy, but man, look, Mace is one of the best rappers. He's top 2.
He was a lazy rapper. He was like,
yeah, yep.
Okay.
That was the swag. Nice. Yeah, sleepy swag. But spitting though, and of course, Cameron.
He's another rapper.
Yes, I got a funny video I'm gonna send you, Cameron, where it was like if Cameron got the chance to name things or whatever. So I don't even remember all of it, but it was something like let's just say if he could name this, it'd be Wally, Holy
I don't
Stuffy.
Really remember any of his
because every time you rap,
catalog, but
it's really hard to explain, man. And while I'm talking, we're gonna I'm gonna pull this up. Actually, we're gonna play this, but man, that was funny. All right, check this out. So anyway, they're having an episode of It Is What It Is, which is Cameron and Mace's show, brilliant show. They kind of took sports as like their anchor, but then they get into everything, pop culture, all kinds of stuff, right? Great podcast. Shout out to Treasure Wilson for holding it down as the anchor of that show, really, and also keeping it, sort of relevant because these are 50-plus-year-old men, which is why this conversation is even more disgusting, right? Okay. So they're on there in some kind of way. Brandy comes up and makes
Brandy
Norwood.
Oh,
Ray
the
J's
singer.
sister. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, Mason, remember that song they did, Sitting on Top of the World?
Yep.
Dope collaboration.
Yep.
But, and I didn't even know this really until this conversation happened, but apparently Mason and Brandy were an item for a little bit, right?
Okay.
And around that same time is when Shine got signed to Bad Boy.
Okay.
And Shine had his eye on Brandy for a while, going all the way back to the Moesha days, which I don't know how old Brandy was on Moesha, but I'm just saying he said that he brought that to the conversation.
I feel like she was a teenager.
Yeah. So with that being said, though, he knew that as soon as he got the opportunity, he was going to shoot a shot. And according to him, he shot his shot and shot landed. And it just so happened to be around the same time, Mace and Brandy were also messing around.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay.
And so Ray J, proud of Ray J, he comes to his sister's defense. He didn't crash out. Like, I expected way worse of a crash out than what he did. Because we've all seen Ray J crash out, right? And he just addressed it.
Okay.
But that made Brandy have to address it. So the question is that why are we 20 years later, 30 years later,
bringing this back up?
As, again, I'm not 50, you're not 50. I'm 38, you're what? Marcus, okay, fine, Marcus, whatever. But why are we talking about stuff?
Something that happened so long ago.
Like, why are we talking about women that we had sex with however long ago, allegedly?
Yeah, I think that's pretty bad on all parts, to be honest with you. And Brandy, I don't know. I feel like maybe she just shouldn't have even addressed it. Like, you are on, like, I don't think Cameron, Shine, is it Shane or Shine? Cameron, Shine, and Maze are in the same category as Brandy. I feel like she just had a whole, like, tour. Yeah. I would even stand to say it was a world tour. I'm not for sure.
It was at least countrywide.
Tour.
Sure.
Yeah, like,
and plus she's beloved. Like, Brandy
absolutely
is beloved, despite a certain situation that my wife
we would not bring that up.
I'm not gonna talk about it here.
Not bring that up.
I don't like it. All right, so I'm gonna play this video. They won't be able to see it, but I promise you, we'll put the link maybe in the description. Right?
No, we can. You can play it below. We can add it. You can add it when you edit it.
But listen, but you haven't heard it.
Looky booky, fuzzy buzzy, roomy roomy, ouchy pouchy, stabby webby, soupy scoopy, licky sticky.
I'm curious to see how this sounds with the audio.
Is that really him rapping now?
No, but that's how he raps.
Okay.
And that's the point. Like that's exactly how he raps.
Okay. Okay.
And so I just think it's unfortunate though, as men, we feel the need to brag on our activity, man. At 50, again, young YNs, handle your business, right? I mean, I don't even think y'all should then still, because I was never that, right?
I don't know if you can say YNs.
Oh, I can definitely say YNs. You've already prevented me from saying the other thing. YNs works. But anyway, just be careful, man. And be classy. Keep it classy. How about that? Keep it classy.
Keep it classy.
Keep it classy.
That's correct. That's
especially
correct.
when you're discussing somebody's mother, you're discussing somebody that's somebody's wife. Now, I don't know if Brandy's married or not. My point is that for sure, though, that's somebody's mother.
Yeah.
That's somebody's sister. And, and that's why whenever even like the Kim K conversation comes up, I'm just like, why are we still on this?
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, we get mad when Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B make songs like WAP. So we get mad when they own it, right? When they own their sexuality.
That's not a great song.
Okay, it's not about whether you thought the song was great or not, right? But just in general.
No, I get what you're saying.
There's a feeling amongst men that's uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality, right?
I get what you're saying.
Then we can sit up there and talk about Brandy, who doesn't sexualize herself in that way at all. And it's okay for us to sit up there and do that. And that's my thing. It's just weird behavior. But
I agree.
On to the next No News is Good News topic.
Oh, actually, I think we should do an ad.
Oh, we forgot about the ad.
We have a brand new ad.
Yeah.
We have a brand new sponsor, rather, should I say.
Yeah.
All right. So, Monsieur Bliss, hope I'm saying that right.
You did.
This is for the ladies. So this is in-home, conveniently located in Richardson, Texas. Shout out to my brother Maury Bonner, who is the owner of Masseur Bliss. Maury provides, his purpose is to support your well-being through professional, customized massage therapy designed to relieve tension and stress, restore balance, stabilize cortisol levels, and to help you feel your absolute best mentally and physically. This guy has really transitioned from what he has been doing from the last 10 years and decided that this is his passion. He has a lot of clients. He's booked all the time. I would say when you can get in on his schedule, get in. You can find him, you can DM him directly on Facebook and Instagram to book at Maury Bonner, Bonner. He has availability as early as 6 a.m. So he also does clients' homes, hotels, bridal showers, ladies' nights, birthday celebrations, beauty salons, Mother Day events. Check him out, and we will put his link in
The description as well. Absolutely.
Shout out to Masseur Bliss.
All right. So speaking of people's homes, tell me about what happened at Rihanna's house.
Man, I only really know all the details, but it looks like some random person was shooting at her house while she was there.
I mean, people are weird, and the only thing I can really say about that, to be honest, is that if more people would take responsibility for the people that are within their circle, stuff like this wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
because there's somebody that knows her that should have been like,
yeah, that's not a great idea. Like, you are ruining your life.
Correct.
Like, don't ever.
Or they saw this coming.
Yeah.
There's somebody who knew her who was like, this may sound crazy, y'all, but I think she might be the type that might go shoot up Rihanna's house. Somebody around her had that conversation.
Yeah.
And they were like, nah, girl, you crazy. And then the rest is history. Right.
I mean, you know what? I think she lives. I feel like she lives in the Hollywood Hills. I don't know. I'm not for sure where it happened.
Wherever it is, it's very, like, I put this in air quotes, public. Meaning,
okay,
like,
yeah.
it's
so,
not,
like,
it's
I don't
not
know
a secret.
If you've ever been on one of those tours in LA, they take you up in the hills. Like, that is really a whole invasion of those people's privacy. Like, that should not be legal whatsoever. Yeah. Like, you are literally driving by these people's homes, like, where they can, like, check their mail. Like, it's crazy. And I think she stays up there. So,
and from what I'm told, Rihanna will actually come out and greet people. Like, you know, she's not one of those celebrities, even though I love that she is a celebrity that's still able to keep some mystery around her.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, we only know as much about Rihanna as she wants us to know.
Same with Beyonce.
But at the same time, no.
Same with Beyonce.
But at the same time, rumor has it that if you happen to pull up in front of her house, like, she will actually come out and greet you.
That's crazy. I remember one time I was on one of those tours and Snoop Dogg was actually on his patio. Like, he had like this patio, I think, like in the front of his house, and it was like him and a bunch of people that were out there. Obviously they were smoking. Yeah. But he did wave and everything. But yeah, I completely think it's an invasion of privacy, but I still did it because I wanted to know where they lived. So
and it's crazy because, you know, now she has to move her kids, uproot, you know, their lives, even though they probably have multiple homes.
I'm sure they do.
That, you know, that appears to be the one that she's at like the most.
Yeah.
Right?
And she's in the studio. Yeah. Shout out to that.
I don't believe that.
She said she was.
Okay, but that does not mean we're getting music. So don't even, you know, get your hopes up about that.
I think we're getting music. I think we're getting music in 2027.
Rihanna, if you are in the studio working, call me. My pen game is stupid. Call me. I got some songs for you already that you can have that's earmarked. I got a Rihanna folder. I got a Drake folder. FYI.
Damn, do you really?
Yeah, on the off chance. Yeah, so I don't like to hold on to stuff, but I have like 2 songs in this folder I'm holding on to for Rihanna, and I got 1 song that I'm holding on to specifically on the off chance that I get a chance to work with Drake, and I also have a whole list of punchlines that I've saved for Drake.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
he does need a little help.
But it's
let's move on. So this week, literally,
they're not like us.
Jay-Z.
So Hove, the GOAT.
Yes.
I don't care what nobody say. The GOAT is back.
I've been looking at the website like probably once an hour to just see when are these tickets going on sale.
But what about the price though?
I know.
Because
I know.
You got to be an RN to be able to afford this.
Yeah.
Registered nurses. That's what I meant by that, Marcus.
I knew what you meant.
Okay.
All right, so he's doing 2 nights at the Yankee Stadium. One night is it's a night to celebrate 2 different albums.
Correct. 30 years of Reasonable Doubt, which is his first studio album, and then 25 years of Blueprint, which, for those of you who don't remember, that actually came out on September 11, 2001.
That was an amazing album.
Yes, it was a perfect album.
I agree.
Perfect album. But, again, those tickets aren't going to be cheap because, look, seeing the Yankees at Yankee Stadium ain't cheap. So I'm sure seeing Jay-Z pop out there, it's going to hit them pockets. So just be prepared. But, again, it's a, maybe once in a lifetime, type of thing.
Yeah.
And it's on that list with maybe getting to see LeBron James play before he retires, the people who got to see Kobe play before he retired, that kind of stuff. So getting to see Jay-Z, because I think he's gearing up for something because he's doing a Roots picnic.
I saw that. Those tickets went on sale yesterday.
Yep, he's doing this. So I think he's gearing up for something. And, I just got to get my life together so I can be prepared. Cause
those tickets to the Roots picnic, the VIP was $1,000.
I thought it was going to be worse.
And then there was I think it was like a VIP above a VIP, and that one was $1,400. But that one was sold out.
I still thought it was going to be worse because you do realize Dave Chappelle is going to be there. I know. Like, you might not get to talk to him, but you get the peek at the aura.
I have a video that I recorded of Dave Chappelle at Erykah Badu's birthday bash one year.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. So that's really not bad at all. Like, they could have hit our pockets way worse than that, especially considering Jay-Z's the headliner. They could have hit our pockets way worse than that because I guarantee you $1,400 at Yankee Stadium, that's nosebleeds.
Yeah.
That's going to be the nosebleeds.
I would just like a seat. Like, I don't know if I can do the whole standing up.
I don't want to go if I can't be right there. Think about it like this, right? You went to see Kendrick Lamar. I went to see Kendrick Lamar. Same concert, 2 different experiences. Marcus was down there on the floor, right? Now, granted, don't get me wrong. I was maybe 4 rows up from the last floor seat, which still was not bad, though. Like, I could make out that was Kendrick Lamar on the stage.
From the last floor seat?
Yeah. So
in the stadium?
Yeah. So
like at the top?
No. So how on the floor there's like 7 rows. So behind where you were,
got you.
Yeah. So behind where you were, there was like maybe 4 or 5 rows, right? You were that close. And so I was, so once you get up to it, right, you're up a little bit, I was 2 or 3 rows up, right?
Got you.
So I was able to make out his facial features without actually having to look at the screen still. But my point is that your experience was different than mine because he technically could have reached out and touched you, or he technically could have saw you rapping, you know what I'm saying? And I was rapping my ass off there, but there was no way he was going to see me rapping.
I think that it was a good concert, but I wasn't impressed.
I'm going to blame SZA, but anyway.
I wasn't impressed. This was our second time seeing
Okay. All right. I take that back. All right. Let me apologize real quick, SZA. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. Because here's the thing. SZA actually did a phenomenal job from like an artistry standpoint, right? So it's more my fault because I don't really know her music like that. I know I probably know more songs that SZA's written that she didn't sing than songs that she's actually released. If that makes any sense, right? So because SZA's pen game is stupid. But my point is that I enjoy the length of her sets because it allowed me to sit down because the entire time Kendrick was out there, I'm on my feet the entire time, right? And I'm rapping, getting hoarse, so he gave me some breaks. But it was real cool though, seeing, and Marcus might make me edit this out, but in front of us there was this row of these like teenage white girls, like 13 to probably 16, maybe, right? The oldest. And they were singing about heartbreak so passionately. And I'm just sitting here like,
they knew every word.
They knew every word.
I love it.
They knew every word.
I love it.
Like, I think if she could have seen them, she would have cried because they was in it. Like at
your DJ set last weekend, those guys that were requesting, who were they requesting when we were there?
At which one was that?
They were requesting Lil Wayne.
Oh yeah.
And they knew every lyric.
I don't know about mixtape Wayne, not like mainstream Wayne. Like, we were playing No Ceilings Wayne, and they was in there.
They knew every lyric.
Every lyric.
Every lyric.
That's a beautiful thing about this world. Like, there's so much ugliness that goes around, but for that, like, that's one of those moments where, music bridges so many gaps.
Yeah, I agree.
In so many different ways. But
I agree.
But Marcus, one last question.
Yep.
Will we see you in Yankee Stadium?
I really want to go. I'm a Jay-Z fan. So I can't remember when it was, but it was one year we had a really bad ice storm here. And we were living in Farmers Branch at the time. And I really wanted to go to this Jay-Z concert. I don't even remember which concert it was, but I really, really wanted to go.
It probably was Watch the Throne because I ended up getting some last minute
I think it was Watch the Throne, actually, yes. And so, but it was a snowstorm and first of all, no one wanted to go with me. So I went on Ticketmaster, this is back in the days when you go on Ticketmaster like right before, like an hour before and get like a cheap ticket. I literally went on like maybe 2 hours before and I got a row 3 ticket for like $80. That was the best concert ever. I went by myself. I had such a great time. So I'm a Jay-Z fan, but yeah, I'm not paying $1,400 to see him though.
But what if between now and then you win the Powerball?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You in that thing?
Yeah, I'm in that thing. If I win the Powerball, yeah, I'm on the stage.
Because I'm honestly thinking, and I could be wrong, right? And maybe Jay will surprise us, but I really feel like a floor seat, like that's worth a damn, is gonna be like 10 racks.
I hope not.
Like I really feel I really feel like that.
Yeah, I hope not. I don't think so. I mean, his wife's tickets were pricey, but they weren't that much. Not $10,000 worth.
Just Jay-Z. No offense to Beyonce, but I mean, it's Jay.
This is the same level.
It's the GOAT.
Same level.
All right. So again, I want to take a quick moment to shout out one of our sponsors, and we appreciate having sponsors, especially considering that we are a new podcast. So it's great having people to believe in you out the gate. Eccentric Personas Photography captures people so that they can remember how life felt, no matter the season they're in, whether you're celebrating a milestone or simply showing up as yourself. Their sessions are creative, relaxed, and personal. If you've been thinking about updating your photos or documenting where you are in life right now, book your next shoot at www.bookepp.com or call or text 469-765-4127. And as always, if you're interested as a business or brand in advertising with Let's Get Out the Hood, follow us on all social media platforms at Let's Get Out the Hood or email letsgetoutthehood@gmail.com.
Yes.
Right. And again, thank you for your sponsors.
No apostrophe.
Yes, no apostrophe. So
in the email.
Correct.
Yep.
So transitioning from our last topic onto our hood highlight of the week.
Yep.
And for those of you who don't know, our hood highlight will be every week. We'll be talking about somebody of note who made it out the hood, whether that's physically, mentally, and just transcended rather, life. And so this week's hood highlight is going to be Sean Corey Carter, also better known as Jay-Z.
Okay. So
he's been a force in the music game for 30 plus years, probably more than 40 at this point. He's been a founder of a record label. Mm-hmm. He was the CEO of Def Jam for a period of time as well. Retired, came back. Jay-Z has helped spawn careers of Kanye West, Rihanna, Freeway, some of the other biggest artists in the world, whether you know them or not. He's influenced some of your favorite rappers, including, Lil Wayne, including Eminem, including you name it, that's of note as far as rap is concerned. Jay-Z, was likely a part of that generation that came after him. The business side of things, though, transitioned from Rockefeller Records to Roc Nation. Roc Nation started off as a management company, but they do not only music, they do sports entertainment. Then the partnership with Live Nation, with ticket sales and, different entertainment endeavors. He's a business empire maker, an investment king, from different kinds of businesses, from alcohol to you name it, clubs, so on and so forth. Some of the most important work that he's done, the most quiet work that you don't hear enough about, is in criminal justice reform. He's one of the originators of the Reform Alliance, but there's so many other things that he's done, bailing out fathers on Father's Day, and just so many things across the board. Spend some time, on Sean Corey Carter, Mr. Jay-Z. There's a lot of slugs that get thrown his way. But when you're throwing rocks at a giant, what good does it do, right? So shout out to Jay-Z, and he is the embodiment of there's a difference between being seen and being significant. Because a lot of times where he's off the map, and so is his wife, but they never stop being significant.
Okay, that was a good hood highlight.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to you.
All right. So, Marcus, are you going to give us our hood homework?
Yes, hood homework for this week. Think about your closest platonic friendship. Is it truly neutral? Or is there unspoken tension? Be honest. Is it friendship or is it potential?
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. And as always, we'll end with the lovely little quote from my quote pad. I think Marcus hates that I call it that, but
I just call it something else.
I just started calling it that, and so I'm kind of sort of stuck in it, right?
Okay.
But this week's quote says, ego says, once everything falls into place, I'll feel peace. Spirit says, find your peace, and then everything will fall into place. So
I love that.
Sit on that for this week. And any final words, Marcus?
Yes. One final word. Not every connection needs to become something, but every connection needs honesty.
Boom, right back at you.
Bam.
All
right. We'll see y'all next episode.
All right, let's get out the hood.
Peace.
Adios.
Time to break free. Let's get out the hood.